As a couple raising 2 children, my husband and I were faced with a devastating cancer diagnosis that rocked our world. However, instead of letting the news tear us apart, we decided to come together and create a special ritual that would help us find joy in the midst of heartbreak. This daily practice not only brought us closer as a family, but also allowed us to maintain a sense of optimism and hope throughout the difficult journey ahead. The day began with an unusual amount of sunshine, promising nothing but joy and laughter. It was one of those mornings where the coffee tasted exceptionally good, and the kids seemed to find harmony in their usually competitive play. My husband and I shared a quiet moment of contentment, unaware that our lives were about to take a dramatic turn. Our routine doctor's visit was supposed to be just that, routine. We had no inkling of the storm that was brewing on the horizon. The waiting room was filled with the usual suspects, and we exchanged smiles with people, feeling an unspoken kinship in shared mundanity. However, when the doctor called us in, the atmosphere shifted. The gravity in his voice was palpable, and suddenly, the bright day seemed to dim as he delivered the news of my cancer diagnosis. The words hit us like a tidal wave, leaving us gasping for air in its wake. Cancer? The word itself felt alien, too harsh on the tongue, too heavy on the heart. It was a reality for others, not us. We were the spectators, not the main act. Yet, here we were, thrust onto center stage, unprepared for the role we were forced to play. The room spun as the doctor continued to speak, outlining treatment options, survival rates, and next steps. But all I could hear was a deafening silence, a void where our future plans used to be. In that moment, our lives were irrevocably changed. The certainty of health and time, which we had taken for granted, was now a question mark, hanging over us like a dark cloud. Fear, uncertainty, and a sense of betrayal by our own bodies enveloped us. Yet, amidst the turmoil, a resolve began to form. This was not going to be the end of our story. As we left the doctor's office, stepping back into the sunlight, the world seemed different, more fragile, yet somehow more precious. We held on to each other, a silent vow passing between us. We were in this together, and come what may, we would face it with love, resilience, and an unwavering spirit. The journey ahead was uncertain, but our resolve was clear. This unexpected news had changed everything, but it would not define us. After the world seemed to crumble beneath our feet with my cancer diagnosis, my husband and I knew we had to anchor ourselves to something greater than fear and despair. Amidst the whirlwind of doctor's appointments, treatment plans, and uncertain futures, we sought a haven, a ritual that could be our daily dose of hope and joy. That's how our daily joy ritual was born. It started on a particularly difficult day. The weight of the world seemed heavier, and our spirits were low. In a moment of quiet desperation, my husband suggested we try something new to end our day on a positive note. What if, he said, we sit down every evening, just the two of us, and share the best part of our day? It sounded simple, almost too simple given the complexity of our situation. Yet, there was an undeniable spark of something, perhaps hope, in his suggestion. That evening, after tucking our children into bed, we sat across from each other at the kitchen table. The air was filled with a nervous anticipation, a stark contrast to the usual heavy silence of recent days. I went first, sharing a small victory. I had made it through another day of treatment without feeling sick. My husband shared how a stranger had paid for his coffee, a simple act of kindness that brightened his day. We smiled, genuinely smiled, for the first time in what felt like forever. It was in that moment we realized the power of our new ritual. Night after night, our daily joy ritual became the cornerstone of our lives. It was our time to reconnect, not as patient and caregiver, but as partners, friends, and confidants. Some evenings, our best moments were profound, filled with insights and emotions. Other times, they were as simple as a delicious meal or a funny joke shared. But always, they were a reminder of the beauty and love that remained constant in our lives. This ritual became more than a practice. It was a lifeline. It allowed us to see beyond the immediate pain and struggle to the enduring strength of our relationship and the small wonders of our daily life. In the face of cancer, we found a way to not just survive, but to thrive, buoyed by the joy and gratitude of our evening confessions. In the midst of the storm that a cancer diagnosis brings, my husband and I learned a profound lesson. There is a remarkable light that can be found in the smallest of moments, moments that often go unnoticed when life seems to proceed normally. Through our daily joy ritual, we started to uncover these gems of happiness, each one precious in its own right. It was like discovering a hidden path in a dense forest, where each step reveals unexpected beauty. One afternoon, as I sat in the waiting room for yet another appointment, I noticed a child laughing gleefully, chasing a balloon with his eyes sparkling in delight. It was a simple scene, one that might have faded into the background on any other day. But on that day, it struck a chord deep within me. It reminded me of the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for joy despite the circumstances. I carried this moment with me into the treatment room, a beacon of light in a place that often felt shrouded in shadow. At home, these moments of light became the highlights of our evenings. My husband recounted an instance where he found a long-forgotten photograph of us tucked away in a book, a snapshot from a time filled with carefree laughter. Sharing this with me, we both were transported back to that day, allowing us a temporary escape from the present challenges. This photograph, a simple piece of glossy paper, became a symbol of hope, a reminder of happy memories that cancer could not tarnish. Even nature contributed to our collection of joyous moments. One evening, as we shared our daily highlights, we watched through the window as the setting sun painted the sky in hues of pink and orange. It was a daily occurrence, the sunset, but in the context of our new reality, it felt extraordinary. It served as a visual promise that no matter what happens, the sun will rise and set with unwavering certainty, bringing beauty to the world. These small moments, light and fleeting as they may seem, stitched together a tapestry of hope and resilience for us. They taught us to seek and find joy in the everyday, to appreciate the mundane, and to hold on to these bits of happiness tightly as anchors in the tumultuous sea of cancer treatment. Through this journey, we discovered that even when faced with the darkest of times, the human heart has an incredible capacity to find light, proving that joy can indeed flourish in the most unexpected places. The transformation within our family dynamics became profoundly evident through the eyes of our children. Initially, the burden of a cancer diagnosis brought an undeniable shadow of confusion and worry into their young lives. It was a shift that could have easily steered them toward fear. However, as my husband and I embarked on our journey of shared joy, we noticed a gradual but significant change in our children. Each evening, as we gathered to share the highlights of our day, our kids began to eagerly anticipate this time together. It wasn't long before they asked if they could join in, excited to share their own moments of happiness. This inclusion became a pivotal turning point, transforming our ritual from a coping mechanism into a family affair. Their stories ranged from the pride of a well-received school project to the simple pleasure of spotting a butterfly in the garden. Each shared moment, no matter how small, became a lesson in finding beauty amidst adversity. This practice nurtured an atmosphere of optimism within our home. It was a subtle shift, but its impact was monumental. Our children started to view the world through a lens of gratitude, recognizing and appreciating the good around them. This mindset extended beyond our evening rituals. It influenced how they interacted with friends, how they approached challenges, and how they offered support to us in their unique, heartfelt ways. Witnessing their resilience and adaptability was a source of inspiration and strength for my husband and me. It reinforced the belief that our approach to dealing with my cancer diagnosis was not only helping us navigate our own emotional turmoil, but was also imparting valuable life lessons to our children. They were learning that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, but is a choice that can be embraced daily. The ripple effect of our daily joy ritual on our children was a testament to the power of positivity. It confirmed that even in the throes of life's most daunting challenges, fostering a space for joy and gratitude can light the way for all members of the family, shaping how they perceive and respond to the world around them. As the journey of treatment unfolded, with its myriad of highs and lows, our evening ritual of sharing the day's best moments became our beacon of hope. The treatment days were long, often punctuated by the sterile smell of hospitals, the incessant beeping of machines, and the physical toll on my body that at times felt insurmountable. Yet, as the sun began to set each day, a sense of anticipation gently crept in. It was the promise of our family gathering that provided a counterpoint to the day's challenges, a reminder that joy could still be found, even on the darkest days. There were evenings when the best part of my day seemed as simple as managing to eat a full meal or feeling the warmth of the sun on my face during a brief walk. On particularly tough days, it was the acts of kindness from a nurse or a supportive word from a fellow patient that I clung to, eager to share with my family. These moments, small as they may seem, became monumental. They were victories in the face of adversity, sparks of light in a sometimes overwhelming darkness. Our ritual also evolved to include expressions of hope and gratitude. We began to share not only the joys of our day, but also our hopes for the next. This subtle shift brought a new layer of strength to our family bond as we voiced our dreams and desires aloud, making them feel more attainable somehow. It was a way to keep our eyes on the horizon, to remind ourselves that the journey of treatment was not just about enduring, but about looking forward to better days ahead. This practice of finding and sharing joy became a crucial lifeline, sustaining our hope during the treatment process. It was a daily affirmation of our resilience, a testament to our ability to not just weather the storm, but to find beauty amidst it. Each shared moment, each small joy became a step forward, a reason to believe in tomorrow. In this way, we kept hope alive, nurturing it carefully day by day as I navigated the uncertain path of treatment with my family by my side. Navigating through the turbulent waters of a cancer diagnosis, my husband and I discovered an indomitable source of strength that surpassed all others, our unity. This journey, fraught with uncertainty and fear, illuminated the true essence of our partnership. It was in the darkest moments that our commitment to each other and to our family shone brightest, becoming our guiding light. Our daily joy ritual, though simple in concept, became the foundation upon which we built our resilience. It transformed our approach to each day, instilling in us a profound appreciation for the moments we shared, no matter how small or fleeting. This practice of coming together, of sharing our fears, our hopes, and our joys, fortified our bond in ways we could never have anticipated. It taught us that the essence of togetherness lies not just in being physically present with one another, but in the shared emotional support, understanding, and love that we extend to each other. In the face of adversity, we learned that our strength as a couple and as a family did not just come from each other, but from the collective spirit of hope and perseverance that we nurtured together. Each evening, as we gathered around our kitchen table to share the best moments of our day, we were reminded of our united front against the challenges we faced. This ritual did not erase the hardships, but it provided us with a daily reminder that together we were stronger, more resilient, and capable of facing whatever came our way with grace and courage. Our journey underscored the importance of communication, empathy, and mutual support. These pillars of our relationship were tested, but ultimately they held firm, providing a safe haven of understanding and compassion. As we navigated the complexities of treatment and the emotional roller coaster it entailed, our togetherness became our most powerful ally, our constant source of comfort and hope. This unwavering support system we created together became our greatest asset, allowing us to face each day with renewed strength and optimism. It was a poignant reminder that even in life's most challenging times, the power of togetherness can illuminate the path forward, offering solace and strength in equal measure. Our voyage through the tempest of a cancer diagnosis has etched deep lessons into the fabric of our family's life, each one a beacon guiding us toward a brighter, more hopeful future. Throughout this journey, we've unearthed the true value of cherishing every heartbeat, every breath, realizing that joy does not wait for the storm to pass, but flourishes even amidst torrential rains. The practice of gathering each evening to share the best parts of our day illuminated for us the profound beauty in life's minutiae, a child's laughter, the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a stranger, teaching us to hold these moments close, as they are the threads that weave the tapestry of our resilience. We've learned the strength that blooms from vulnerability, allowing us to lean into each other, to share not just the weight of our fears, but the lightness of our hopes. This journey has underscored the power of togetherness, a reminder that while cancer may have been my diagnosis, its journey was ours to navigate together. We discovered an unwavering source of strength in our united front, in the shared glances filled with unspoken understanding, and in the collective belief that no matter how rugged the path, we would traverse it side by side. Our evening ritual, a simple yet profound act of connection, became our lighthouse amidst the fog, guiding us back to each other and to the essence of what truly matters. It taught us that hope is not a fleeting guest, but a constant companion, nurtured through our daily celebrations of life's simple joys. These lessons have become our family's compass, steering us not away from adversity, but through it, with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for the precious, fleeting nature of life. They remind us that even when faced with the darkest nights, we have the power to summon dawn, painting our skies with hues of hope, resilience, and unending love. Sharing our story is more than a reflection on our battle with cancer. It's an invitation for you to discover your own sanctuary of joy amidst life's storms. I believe everyone's journey, while unique, holds the potential for moments of profound happiness and connection. It's in these moments that we find our strength and our hope. Our nightly ritual of sharing the day's best moments became our beacon, guiding us through the darkest times with a light that was all our own. I encourage you to craft your own ritual, a practice that resonates deeply with you and your loved ones. It doesn't have to be elaborate or time-consuming. Maybe it's a morning walk where you reflect on what you're grateful for, a weekly meal where everyone shares something positive from their week, or a quiet moment each night to write down something that made you smile. The essence of this practice is to find and celebrate joy, no matter how small it may seem. Through establishing your ritual, you'll discover it's not just about distraction from the pain or the fear, it's about transforming it. It's about finding a way to live fully, to love deeply, and to embrace the present moment with all its complexity and beauty. This ritual becomes your daily reminder that joy and sorrow can coexist, and out of this balance, resilience is born. Let this be a starting point for you, a way to weave threads of happiness and gratitude into the fabric of your everyday life. Remember, it's the simple acts, the moments of connection and reflection that build our capacity to face challenges with hope and courage. Find your ritual, hold on to it, and watch as it lights up even the darkest corners with the warm glow of joy.